So obviously cricket, being a team sport, it's a sport where you spend an awful lot of time with your teammates. So it's not just a case of that you're coming into the ground or coming into training and then disappearing off and sort of suffering in silence. You've always got your teammates around you to talk to and to support you. And we're a very sort of open environment here where it's very easy to share things, and we're all very close as a team. So it makes, if you've got any problems, particularly from a mental health point of view, there's lots of people that are there to talk to you and support you naturally outside of sort of your psychologist and your coaches as well. So it's really important to have that network and that environment around you. Yeah, obviously professional sport it's extremely tough, high pressure, and with that comes obviously a lot of mental strain and a lot of things that you have to process mentally, not just in a game, but sort of all the sort of external noise that goes on around it. And that's one of the things that the people who come to watch often don't see is sort of the amount of time it consumes, not just yourself physically, but mentally as well. So a part of becoming a professional sportsman is learning how to deal with those pressures and being able to process that, but that certainly doesn't mean that you're immune to it. So it's really important to have those support networks around you and find ways where you can sort of deal with the pressures that come with the game, whether it's spending time with your family or talking to your friends or talking to your coaches, and making sure that you've got a really strong network around you so that it doesn't become sort of overwhelming and end up affecting your cricket. So it's really important something to talk about and be open about. And it's great sort of now as we move sort of more modern, there's a lot more support tools to be used. So yeah, it's really, really important.
Usually men don't talk about health. They don't want to talk about the difficulties, especially around mental health. They go right at the age to be able to express themselves. So it's very important to raise the awareness of men's health and give men the confidence to come and talk about it, talk about what they're struggling with, what the problems are with both with mental health and physical health. Thinking about my cricket career, just to give you a little bit of background about it. So I've played first class in Bangladesh, played under 19 nationals. So I played the professional level. And thinking about the pressures playing these sports, thinking about the pressure from the country, thinking about the pressure from the family, friends, the community, it's a lot. It's a lot to take and perform. So there is a pressure for performance, there is a pressure for expectations. And as a young cricketer, there was a massive pressure to perform and play that elite cricket at international level. So it's a lot to take, and you've got to train hard, you've got to look after your fitness, you've got to look after your techniques, etc. So it's a lot to take as a cricketer. It's not easy to fulfill the expectation of the whole country, of the whole community, of the family, friends. So we are quite not there, understanding what sort of pressure the elite sports provides. The psychological safety for professionals are not there. They don't talk about mental health, they don't talk about their difficulties. Sometimes people even hide their injuries and carry on with it, which is not good to have a good and long career. So I feel it's very important for everyone to understand the pressure that the professional sports, professional athletes go through. And it's very important for everyone, including the families, friends, the communities and spectators, to understand the pressure they go through. Nowadays, I think the social media plays a big part. So that's something affects the mental health. They are under pressure to perform in that elite level, and then talking about their personal life puts a lot of pressure in their performance, and that's why we see a lot of cricketers, they struggle a lot.